going?
We're rolling. Tuesday, March 22nd, 2016.
What?
Flavored coffee drives me up a wall.
You used to drink it.
I don't mind it in a pinch, but you put a lot of that flavored creamer in it.
I put one thing of creamer in it. Like a little,
That's a lot.
No, it's not.
To me.
It's like not even a teaspoon.
Well, it just smells real sugary. So.
Well, it's better than your black coffee.
No, it's not. Well, to you it would be. I prefer this. This is coffee that men drink.
Like your mug. What's yours say?
All-American Dad. What does yours say?
I love Grandma.
This is the type of mug you get like when the kids go to school with like $8.
Yeah,
and
the
they
Secret
buy,
Santa shit.
yes, and they buy like 100 gifts for everybody.
And it costs like $500?
Yeah. No, I just said you went in with $8.
No, yeah, but that's not true because those gifts are like...
This is where you would get All-American Dad mug and then that glass thing that says World's Best Dad, and I got one of those too. And the keychain that says Best Dad Ever.
You also have that big drinking cup, kind of like my Red Wings one, that says Greatest Dad.
Okay.
But you don't use that.
It should, those are all like nice, but it should say specifically what goes on in the house. Like, my dad has a bad temper, or my dad's always on top of mommy, or
my dad doesn't have a job. That was a good one, wasn't it? Is that a good one? Nux.
Nux. Nux. Thanks. I have a job.
Well, that you call this a job.
I make like $20 a day.
I hired you to do a job and you haven't done it.
Today's job?
Every day.
What is it?
Clean the house.
It's clean. It's not dirty. I mean, there are a lot of things to talk about. First of all, you know, when you start doing these podcasts, everybody, like the first day was like, oh, this is so great. This is the greatest. And I look back to like those first ones. I didn't watch them, but I know for a fact that I was probably a lot more subdued and, well, I'd just gotten fired. So, I mean, now it's, I mean, that's well behind us. So it's, my mood is much better. But anyway, my point is everybody's like, oh, it's so great. It's so great. Now, here we are, you know, 30 episodes in virtually, and everybody's a critic. I mean, every single thing. You shouldn't wear white socks. It's just like the old days on the Free Beer and Out Wings show. I mean, it's unbelievable. But then I had one guy who said, he sent me a picture, Mark did. He said, you need one of these. And he wants me to get an easel that goes next to the camera with my show rundown of what I'm going to talk about on it so that I don't have to go like this. He thinks it's completely unprofessional if I go like this.
I saw the one yesterday too, I think it was. It says, talk louder, but 1 inch away from each other. Did you see that one?
No, I think he might have been suggesting that we were talking louder.
That's what I mean. No, we were talking too. Yeah, exactly. He was being sarcastic, but it's like,
Oh.
yeah, why don't you talk louder, being 1
Well,
inch?
I don't know if he's, I can't tell sometimes sarcasm. I guess maybe it could have been.
Yeah, but I like it better when people are nice. That warms my heart.
Holy shit.
Hurts my feelings when I hear something rude.
Yeah, you know, I personally, it drives me over the edge. You can have 100 good comments and one bad one, and man, oh, every single time. And if I struggle with that, I can imagine what it's like with you.
We should probably say that we like bad comments, because now that we said that we don't like bad comments, and that good comments make us feel good, we're going to get bad comments.
No, we won't.
People are
This audience...
People are going to be like, we just want to tick them off.
No, they just got comfortable. That's why they did that. And I firmly believe that everybody who watches these would kill for us. I mean, I'm of course speaking in hyperbole, but I know that everybody's super nice to us. So.
They have been. It's been very supportive.
I cannot imagine what it's like for people who lose their jobs, who don't have what we have in terms of support. Holy shit. I feel for you. If you've lost your job before, that I can only wonder how terrible that must be, because for me, it was the worst. And I have a lot going for me. And you guys, I feel bad. I really do. If anybody loses their job, that is the absolute, one of the worst things. My gosh. What were you going to say?
I said we probably wouldn't be so...
Sensitive?
No, we probably wouldn't be so as happy-go-lucky as we are right now if we didn't have the support from all these lovely people. Awesome people.
It's a good point. You can send emails, Eric at ericzaneshow.com. Eric at ericzaneshow.com. Today is a bad day because of yet another terror attack. And woke up this morning to this deal in Brussels. Have you heard more since this? I've been out of...
Was that this morning we were talking about this?
Yeah, that happened.
That was yesterday.
Early this morning, our time. Coordinated attacks at this subway and at the airport in Belgium. 2 bombs blew up. Last I read, 23 dead, scores injured. Man,
When's it gonna end?
well, I don't know. I mean, this is, I mean, terrorism has been going on for years and years. I don't know how it ends. It just seems to be ramping up more and more with these weirdo attacks like that just pop up out of nowhere. Since, in just the last few months, we had France, that was gigantic, San Bernardino. Those people, I believe, were radicalized via the internet. I don't know how much connection they had to actual people in foreign countries, but boy, all in the name of religion. I don't even know where to begin with that. I just figured it was worth mentioning because it was an important news story. I don't have any point of view on it that hasn't already been said a million times. I don't have any answers. I don't think you have any answers. I don't know who the hell does.
Can't we all just get along? Love everybody.
Yes, that would be terrific. There are some great things we need to talk about that aren't nearly as bad. First of all, we need to go back to yesterday because it was on this very show that I sat here and Diana revealed to me,
Excuse me.
because I had the fruit bowl next to me, something about bananas. Would you go ahead and tell everybody what you informed the world?
Listen, I never said that it was true. So I'm just saying I saw this on Facebook. I never said...
You believed that, though.
I never said I believed it and I'm going to go out and buy a banana and a kiwi and try it. I never said that. I'm just saying I saw this amazing thing on Facebook.
Stop right there. Well, that means inherently you believe it if it's amazing.
A lot of things can be amazing but aren't true.
You went to bed last night thinking, oh, Jesus, I got to have myself a kiwi banana. I can promise you.
No. Okay.
Just own it. You thought what you thought.
Isn't that possible?
Why don't we go back and just tell everybody that your big revelation. Would you do that for me, please?
Yes, the video I saw was a guy cut out like the butt end of the banana and put a slice of kiwi on top of the banana, but the peeling was still on. Not on the kiwi, on the banana. Got it? And then he planted it in a pot, like a planting pot with some soil in it, and then put it upside down like that.
So that the butt end was sticking up?
Yeah, like the
Or was it buried?
Well, it's mostly buried.
You could still see a little.
Yeah. And then he fertilized it, and then however much time went by, I don't know, obviously they advanced it. Or
Yeah, sure. They said, hey,
Fast-forwarded.
let's look back. And then a month later they come back and what happened?
They pull out, like with a vine, like a root. Is it root or root? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't. It sure doesn't.
So they pulled the vine or root out, and it was a whole banana, a whole frickin' banana.
A yellow banana?
Yes.
But didn't you say something particular about the banana?
I'm not finished yet. So this little butt of a banana is now a whole banana, and when he cut it open, the middle of the banana was kiwi.
Okay.
So it was a kiwi banana.
Right. And that's what you believed,
Half
and
kiwi,
that's
half
what you
banana.
said was the way it was. You said that. Did you just fart? Was that a fart?
No, I didn't fart.
What was it?
Like that.
Well, it was fake. It was all a hoax. It was a complete internet hoax.
How do you know?
Because it is.
Because somebody told you?
No. No. You see, there are simple ways to determine if they're hoaxes or not, and that's just a few keystrokes away. The internet can tell you these things.
Well, I'm going to go get a kiwi, and I'm going to use one of my bananas, and I'm going to plant it, and I'm going to see what happens.
Please do. Please. Please do.
I'm going to.
It's a hoax.
And when something comes
Have you ever
up,
heard of an internet hoax?
Yes, I have.
Do you remember the time when you were seated right there, and then I'm upstairs, and then I hear, oh geez, oh no, oh it's bound to happen, he was getting old. What? Morgan Freeman's dead. Oh Jesus, he drove off, Jesus, he drove off a cliff. Oh, it's awful. Jeez. Oh, Tom Cruise is dead too. Oh Jesus, he drove off a cliff. Oh my goodness. Tom Brady's dead. He drove off a cliff.
Listen, when I go get a kiwi and I plant my kiwi banana into some soil and fertilize it and it comes out as something miraculous, you're going to owe me an apology, and so is everybody listening.
Well, you're all screwed up because you started this conversation saying, I didn't believe it. And now you've...
I'm just saying, I never said, hey, this is true.
But you believe it's true because you're going to go
I'm going to go
destroy one of my bananas.
I'm just going to go see what happens.
Nothing's going to happen. It's going to rot in the dirt. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, but what if it rots and then the...
It's not The Walking Dead. It's not going to reanimate.
What's it called?
The kiwi?
No, when something rots and it becomes...
Mush?
No, it becomes...
Fertilizer? Compost?
Compost, yeah. Then it's going to become a real banana.
Stop it. Okay, I know this is driving Mark nuts because I'm deciding what to talk about next, but shut up, Mark.
Yeah, Mark, it's called free living. Is that right? Free live?
Huh?
Ad-
Free living?
Echo.
You're a word murderer just like the last guy I worked with.
It's not free living, it's ad living, right?
No, it's looking at notes.
I know, but I think sometimes when you just don't really follow any script, what's it called? What's it called?
Yeah, I guess, but
like
yeah.
whose
Improv.
line is it anyway? Improv.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not really. I'm just looking at notes.
Okay.
Just seems spontaneous, maybe. I do want to take care of an ad, so bear with me. Like we said, we do have to pay the bills. Let's start with Distraction of Attraction DJ service.
We don't have a sign for that.
No, we don't. Distraction of Attraction, if you're planning a wedding, these young bros will take care of you. Paul and the crew want to do your wedding. They'll take care of everything. Turnkey operation. If you're getting set to plan a wedding, a DJ is one of the most important things. You don't want some joker over there who does a wedding the way I used to do weddings. I did do a couple of weddings with actual turntables and records. Yeah, you were with me.
Yeah, you did big.
I did Jason's wedding and another one too. Oh my God, I was not what you would call a turnkey operation. I was a mess, and I got drunk too. If you go to the other guys, you're gonna end up getting, one of them's gonna get drunk. You don't want that. The dudes at Distraction of Attraction want to work for you, putting on a great wedding. Check them out at distractionofattraction.com. That's distractionofattraction.com.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, the dog. Yeah. Do you want to?
What should we do about that?
Well, we gotta let her in because you know how it is.
Yeah, but then she's gonna go in that room and bark.
Okay.
I think maybe this is less distracting outside.
Speaking of distraction. Okay, there's a story going on in Kalamazoo, Michigan, where there's this father who keeps going into his kid's school with his pistol open carry. Now in Michigan, if you have a concealed pistol license and you want to go into a gun-free zone, you can do that if you open carry. So like for example, if I wanted to go into my kid's school, I could open carry because I have a pistol license. That doesn't mean anybody can just go in and carry their gun around anywhere, but in the gun-free zones, like a school, it is well within your right, if you have a concealed pistol permit, to open carry. So this guy comes into the school, and everybody loses their minds. And he's doing it to prove a point. And so the school has gone on lockdown. Now, school's going on lockdown, that term is used when there's like a threat, right?
Right.
Okay. Is Dad a threat? Of course not. He's a law-abiding citizen. He's the exact opposite. But they're treating this guy like such a criminal. He has to get escorted through the halls by like a security guard, and teachers are just like watching him in case anything falls apart or breaks down, or he starts waving the gun wildly. I have no idea. But this thing is causing such a dust-up that I was watching on the news last night, and they had a big meeting. I don't know if it was a regular school board meeting or an emergency meeting, but all these parents are just freaking out because this law-abiding citizen is bringing a gun on his, and it's like, now for me, I just wouldn't be comfortable because our society doesn't, because of this happens, I wouldn't want to bring it in. I wouldn't want to go out on the limb for me personally. It's just a headache, and I don't want to have to be that guy. However, this guy is doing it. And, but I think the thing that the school is forgetting is that these kids do have brains, and they can just tell them. I don't know why they don't just say, because they're all freaking out. I wish they would just explain to the kids, hey, you know what? There are people that carry guns that aren't bad people.
That are allowed to.
And when you see Mr. So-and-so come through, you know he's one of the good guys. But no, they are just going crazy about this guy who no one can do anything to him because it's 100% in his right to do that. So he's taken this interesting stand. How would you feel if, let's just say we lived in a world where all of the teachers in the schools had, let's say Madison's teachers had guns. How would you personally feel about that? Be honest and don't be afraid, because you know how I feel.
Right.
Would that make you uneasy? How would you feel about that?
I think I would feel that the school is safe then. If these teachers had guns in their rooms or wherever, on their bodies, in their purses, in their pockets, and their wherever.
What if it was mandatory that every teacher know how to handle a firearm and had a pistol on them? Would you be okay with that? And they were good with them?
Yeah.
You would be comfortable with that?
I would be comfortable. I mean, the only thing that would make me nervous is if a student got a hold of one, but that, you know, if the teacher was
Well, I mean,
responsible and did what he was supposed to
so
do.
if you're a bad guy and you're about to walk into a school and you realize that all 60 teachers have 9mm pistols, do you think that that bad guy would be more likely or less likely to go into the school?
Much less likely.
Okay. Those are all good things. I agree with you. I agree with everything you've said so far. But this dad is just getting the book thrown at him. It's amazing how many people are freaking out. He remained nameless and faceless. Good for him. I don't want, you know, that would just be weird.
This is the same guy that would be a hero, though, if something were to happen and he,
Yeah, for sure.
you know,
I
is
mean,
able to.
well, the way I look at it is, let's just say there's a teacher that has a pistol. And they're the last line. If a bad guy comes into a school and everybody in there is unarmed and the guy is doing bad things, that teacher slams the door and is cowering in a corner with the students to protect them. And what do they got? Nothing. They don't even have a fighting chance.
Right.
They're sitting ducks.
Right.
But if she flips a desk and is like this, trained on the door, and as soon as the bastard sticks his face in, she fills him full of lead, boom. End of story. By the way, I'm enjoying talking about this. We never, ever, ever would have talked about this on the old show. Ever. There is no way we would ever have talked about this. And I'm excited to be able to talk about it. Believe me, I'm not a gunny. I'm not a one to ever convince you one way or another, or try to. It's just my opinion. I just, the whole guns and schools and soft targets and things like that, I think it's worth looking at. But this guy is carrying his gun on the outside of his, openly carrying it, so very interesting. Okay, so we covered banana, kiwi, we covered the Brussels deal, we covered you thinking Morgan Freeman and Tom Cruise were dead. One more thing, and then I've got to mention Lake Effect Property Services again. Did you hear about this tech, kind of like a high-end boat in the British Navy that is used for research? It's a gigantic research vessel that they have put out onto the water, and Great Britain, the Royal, I should say the United Kingdom is super proud of it. It's a very expensive vessel that's out on the water, and they want the public to name it. And so they put it out for the people on the internet to actually nominate names for this boat. Now, in the past, whenever this has happened, it usually results in something hilarious. Years ago, Mountain Dew wanted the public to name one of their new beverages, and people were naming it. Hitler had good ideas and stuff like that. And then there was the John Scott voting for the All-Star game, NHL All-Star game, where they made that guy who, you know, was kind of like a fourth liner at best and beat people up to be a starter on the All-Star game. Well, that was a great story. That did work out. But the Nautical Environmental Research Council wanted names like Endeavor and Falcon, RRS Falcon, RRS Endeavor. But the public has, someone threw out this name and everybody's been voting for it. Bodie McBoatface.
Bodie McBoatface.
Bodie
Bodie.
McBoatface, which is dangerously close to Buddy Bobcat Face.
It is.
So this...
Did you vote for it?
I didn't, but I just find it hilarious that this awesome vessel is going to be known something as stupid as Bodie McBoatface.
Well, can they just like say, no, you're not naming it that, that's dumb.
Well, I don't know, can you? I mean, when you throw it out there like that, I mean, you maybe you can. Yes, I'm sure they can, but I don't know if they're going to, I mean, I like the name.
Mm-hmm. But it's not very...
Well, no, it isn't like Endeavor or Falcon.
Right.
But I think it's great. Bodie McBoatface. By the way, you got the Kenny Powers bobblehead out here. Thank you to Rich Myers. Now a proud product of Edmonton, Canada. It has a soundtrack, but it doesn't work. He's a new Easter egg for you. Once again, Lake Effect Property Services have made sure that, that you want a fantastic job done on your lawn. Go to Lake Effect Property Services, lakeeffectps.com. The spots are filling up for the summer to get your lawn cut, fertilized. Call, mention me, Eric Zane, and, oh God, you get the first mowing free, half off the first fertilization. Mention my name, 5% goes to Benjamin's Hope, and you can find him online at lakeeffectps.com. Don't forget about Saturday. That's March 26th at MC Sports. MC Sports put together a commercial for the for this appearance, and it's like a radio commercial, and it's appearing on every radio station in town apparently, because I keep hearing people say, "Hey, I heard your name mentioned on the radio. I heard it mentioned on, they heard it mentioned on B93. They heard it mentioned on Sports 96.1." And there was another one in town that I can't confirm, from Cumulus, I think, had it on. I'm not sure which radio station. And those other two were iHeart stations. And then WCSG, the Christian station. So MC Sports is spending the big dough getting my name out there, so thank you.
Not W Light?
It might be on W Light, I don't know.
I thought
I know that they're doing an appearance there.
Yeah,
It was on W Light. Somebody did say it was on W Light. I don't know if it was on GRD. Can you imagine if it was on GRD?
Oh, gosh.
Oh my God, yeah, that would be funny. So yeah, that is coming up on Saturday, 1 to 3 on Plainfield, just north of 96. The MC Sports are doing a grand reopening. I'll be there from 1 to 3. Diana will be with me. And so yeah, come on out and say hello. I'd like to meet everybody. Pack them in, 1 to 3. I've got pictures printed up of me doing like an air guitar, shot by my friend Sasha Wolf at Sasha Wolf Photography on Facebook. Tomorrow, Butthead Lautner, BL, will be here with us. again, second time it'll ever happen that Diana and BL have gotten together, and they will rip the space-time continuum when they both start laughing with Diana's crazy laugh and BL's goose honk.
That just cracks me up, goose honk.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's tomorrow. Thursday, are you, that's like the second or third time you've done it. I keep hearing your throat whenever you swallow. It's actually going gulp.
You know what happens? This is serious. Sometimes I forget how to swallow.
That sounds really bad. You know,
I mean, no.
that sounds terrible.
Have you ever had that happen?
No, I'm good.
It's
No, I know how to swallow.
Stop.
Don't drink anymore. It's gonna go all over your pants and your nice scarf. Don't do it. I wouldn't do it.
I want to drink my coffee before
Okay,
it gets cold.
okay, go ahead. Okay, here we go. 3.
go ahead.
No, try it. I'm sure it's gonna work out great. Don't. I can ruin your clothes.
There.
Okay, Thursday. We're gonna have a guy in here named Sean Thrush. Now, Sean was at Skylar's fight benefit on Saturday, and he bid $560
Whoa.
to sit here. So, you know, Thursday is the day for that. How great is that? So he'll be here. We're gonna get to know each other. I have no idea what the hell we're gonna do. We have to do something fun with him. We can't just sit here like.
What would you like me to do?
I don't know. We got to think of something. Play a game. I don't know. Do something.
We'll figure it out.
You know. Anyway, Thursday for him, and he's gonna bring a pal. So.
Have you been out gallivanting today?
I went out to lunch.
I'm just wondering.
What do you mean? Oh, my ring? I took it off? Oh, yeah, I take it off when I do exercise. I don't like any jewelry on me. I didn't put it back on. You know, I did go to see today, it was Gunner, from Gunner and the Grizzly Boys. And, you know, I don't have a lot of country favorites. I'm very selective when it comes to country music. And Gunner's one of them. And he and the boys are working on new material, and they're getting really close to a full-length studio-released album. And I went out to lunch with Gunner, and then we drove over to his apple orchard because he's a farmer. And I saw his trees and the things he does in his apple orchard and how he makes that business work. It's awesome. It's very interesting. He played me some new songs. You know, he's got a song that he wrote. I think it's called Flying Like an Eagle or something like that. It's dedicated. It's written, inspired by Mike Novak.
Aww.
Our agent for years was Mike Novak, and he died 3 years ago in January. Suddenly, like a heart attack, widowmaker, boom, done. And he also was Gunner's agent. He was also Bob Seger's agent and Kid Rock's agent. And he, from Bob Seger and Kid Rock to Gunner and Freeburn Outwing Show, everybody got the same treatment. Man, I tell you, he just had a nose for talent, and I'm not saying that because he was with us. I'm just saying he knew it, and he treated everybody the same. He was great. And so that song he wrote about him, he's not sure if it's going to wind up on the album, but he wants to call the album Novak.
Wow.
And he's getting, you know, he's hearing it from people who don't know Mike. So what's Novak? What's that? And he goes, you don't need to worry about it. It's just,
You don't need to know, really.
he's gonna. So it's not for sure, but he wants to call the album Novak.
That
I thought,
would be
oh
cool.
my God, it'd be great.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
You know what
I told
you know
him
what my
how much
favorite
you
song-
love him.
You did?
Yes.
Do you know what my favorite song is by him?
No.
That'll Be Me. Is that what it's
Could
called?
Be Me.
Could Be.
Yeah, it's a great song.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I love Gunner. And the Grizzly Boys. Okay, that is all. We made it. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Talk to you soon.
See ya. Do I have to do it?
No, I do.
You're gonna do it?
I don't want to.
Okay.